fighting over him. I mean, just crazy stuff. Like, yeah. So yeah, that was really a lot of fun. It's all the Cylons that we had. Yeah, it's awesome. So, besides that, nobody has any questions so far? I'm just rambling. I'm just saying, you guys, like, feel free to interject.
A two-parter.
Uh-huh.
How do you select the costumes, and what did you first research?
How do I select the costumes? I have an endless list of costumes that I want to do, and it changes sometimes, but I almost never drop the idea of a costume, you know, like, I don't know, it depends on mood, it depends on what I feel like making, first of all. Like, if I just made a big cupcake dress, I probably don't want to make something like that, or if I just made a spandex bodysuit, probably my next one is not going to be a spandex bodysuit. It also depends a lot on, like, the convention I'm going to, the appropriateness of it, because some conventions, like, I'm in the Dragon Con folder. Dragon Con is probably one of the only cons where I could wear some really revealing outfits and feel like I'm not offending anyone, like it did, you know, like the body paint right here, and nowhere else would I probably feel safe doing that, you know, and I feel like I was just hurting the children by being there. But then I do tons of research. I do lots and lots of research. If I don't own the anime already, which most of the time I do, or the game, like I'll go and get it, or I have friends who can do screenshots for me. I'm a big stickler on finding the right materials, and sometimes I'll start a costume only after I've found the right fabric, you know. So it could be years before I could find the right fabric, but once I have it, I'm like, all right, I'm making this. These days, I find myself mainly drifting to video game characters, really old anime, old classics, and originals, you know. Things like comic book and sci-fi, I do more for fun, like at Dragon Con, like we did, let's see, where is it? Like, at Dragon Con we dress up in so many silly little outfits, and I can't find them.
Do you take requests for cosplay?
For me, people do suggest things. I can't promise that I'll make something, but for example, like, I've gotten so many requests to do Chun-Li that I'm finally just gonna do it. You know, so people will shut up about it. But so yeah, like, I guess if you request enough, at some point I might be like, fine, I'll do it.
Do you have a favorite cosplay?
It's very tough to say. Very tough. Right now it's Carmilla, because it's the newest one I did. It's not on my website yet, actually, so I can go to the page real quick. But I've been wearing it on Sunday for anyone who's going to be here still. But the reason that it's going to take that, like, it's going to be Sunday is because it takes 4 hours to get into it. And it's the Countess from Vampire Hunter D, Bloodlust. So that costume took so much out of me making it. I did it in about 5 weeks, and it was just very, very, it was like back-breaking work. Like, most of the bodice had to be sewn on a mannequin. Like, after I did the main seams to get the fit right, get the bodice to fit right, I was like, it was on the mannequin, and I was just like hand stitching it, you know. Most of the seams out front, it was all hand stitched. I mean, the whole thing is lined, and it has an insert of duck claws with metal, like steel boning in it and stuff. So it's not like it was just a one layer thing. It had like total about had 4 layers to it. So.
What aspect about it is so complicated that it takes 4 hours to actually put it on?
The painting, body painting, first of all, because I'm painted white. Like, if you compare me to Charlotte, like, and she's pale. She's a pale girl, and I'm white. So it's like it's all body painted, and Then the makeup that has to go on top of the body paint, which doing like glamour face makeup when your face is white, you have to be extra careful that you don't mess up the white makeup. Like you can't touch your face while you're doing the makeup. You have to like, you know, keep your finger or like apart. And then just the actual task of putting the costume on, putting the teeth in, there's contacts, eyelashes, the wig, the jewelry pieces. Also ironing, it'll probably take me an hour to iron it in the morning. So I'm sticking that in there too. But that was me on stage. Oh yeah, well, for those who don't know, this might be an interesting fact, but my friend Anna and Charlotte, we entered in the costume contest at New York Anime Fest just in October, no, September. It was September. And we won the contest and their Yume prize, which entails a round trip vacation to Japan and $1,000 shopping spree, which we will split, and VIP attendance to Tokyo Anime Fair, which is the biggest, anime show there. So it's a huge prize. No convention in the States has ever done a prize like this. And it's like, we were all shocked when New York Anime Fest came up with it. I thought it was like really generous of them to put that much thought into giving the cosplayers something and really like up the competition. I mean, like I brought my game work. I worked very hard on this costume. Other contestants worked very hard on their costumes, and when we won, like it was like unbelievable. It felt so, redeeming, and just like for all the efforts we put into it. And now they're gonna do this contest hopefully yearly, and they're gonna start doing preliminaries with other conventions in the United States, including AnimeUSA. So tomorrow, the winner of the masquerade is going to get a paid trip to New York Anime Fest and guaranteed spot in the Yume contest. So not only do they get to go to a convention for free, they will have the chance to compete for the same prize. And I'm super excited to see what people are going to do next year. I mean, I think it's just going to be pretty crazy, the stuff people are pulling out. I already spoke to people that have started shopping for fabric, like the day after New York Anime Fest. This year, they started shopping for fabric for next year. Like, whoa, it's going to be nuts. So if you can, definitely pop into the masquerade, or at least find out who won, because, they're going to have a lot of fun in New York. Let's see. So I was talking about traveling. I was talking about, some of the costumes. Yes?
I'd actually like to know what some of the major differences you see between in the cultures that you see at each of the individual conventions, like how they're run, how the fans are, and
Yes.
well, how much you enjoy and see the differences and how they may have changed over the years.
That's a great question, and I definitely see a lot of difference in the way the conventions are run. They're more laid back in some of the other countries. However, they put more emphasis on cosplayers. Some cons, like TNT in Mexico City, which draws 30,000 people, they will give cosplayers free entry. If you're a cosplayer, you come in costume when you buy your ticket, you get your badge for free. That's crazy, But they also do not charge as much as we do here for badges. Like they don't charge $35 to $50 for the weekend. They charge maybe like $5 to $10 per day, though. So it's like in the end, it kind of, it's still cheaper. Like $5 a day, but you get the weekend for $15. So because they charge less for the convention, more people will show up to them, and especially a lot of the cons, they're more geared toward local attendees. Hardly anybody really flies across the country or drives across or takes the bus to go to a convention. They have regional cons that they can travel to within just a couple hours. Whereas here, I think like a lot of people do travel pretty far, comparatively, especially to the big ones, like Anime Expo, Otakon, So that's a big difference. But also